In case you are new here, just feel most welcome. This is the right place to be. My name is theluckymumdebranyanchoka. I'm an ex-housemaid of Saudi Arabia, and mostly I create awareness on what happens in the Middle East. Sometimes I do help those domestic workers who are stuck in the Middle East. Maybe your agent has blocked you. You don't know where to start from. You can just reach me out. They have to unblock you. That is their responsibility. You are their responsibility. You are working without pay. You can also reach me out. You've lost your loved one. You don't know where to start from. You can just reach me out. I'll just give you direction. So I also create awareness on human trafficking and modern day slavery. And today, what I'm sharing today is so shocking because we just fall into traps without understanding what is going on. I've been talking about going back after the contract, going back to the same house, going back to the same country. I'm just going to share this. Maybe it is going to be an eye-opener to someone else. This lady worked in Saudi Arabia for 2 years. She finished her contract and then she went back home. Finishing a contract is not easy. It's the people, they strain a lot, they persevere a lot, and then you are done with the contract and then you go back to your country. So this is what this lady did. She finished the contract and then she talked to her boss. You know, they convince you. Towards the end of the contract, they become so nice, and then they give you gifts, they give you promises like if you come back, we are going to increase your salary. And then they do shopping for you, enough shopping. They give you something, at least a token of appreciation, and you feel like, these people, they have turned to be good people. So this is what happened to this lady. She was released. She went back home, and then they agreed, like, you come back again, and then you work for me. She had no problem because now the boss had become good. But at first, that boss was not good. Towards the end, it just became good, and then they treated her well. So she came home for vacation only 1 month. She came home for only 1 month, and then she was given a re-entry visa. So she knew that once I'm done with the vacation, I'm going back to my boss's house. So she finished the vacation of 1 month and then went back to Saudi Arabia. Reaching at the airport, she was received by a total stranger, somebody with her number. So the moment she reached at the airport, a number that called her was different from the number she knew. She was expecting her boss to pick her and then to take her home. So reaching at the airport, whoever received him was a different person that she didn't know. So she called the boss that there's somebody who has come here to pick me, and they have said you're the one who sent him. So the boss said, I didn't have money. I didn't want to tell you that I don't have money to pay you this after renewal of the contract. The only thing you need to do, you have to follow that man, and then you go and work for him. You can just, I don't know how she felt, because maybe she loved her boss. So she was like, go to that with that man and work for him. So then from there, the boss went offline. She got blocked. She never talked to the boss again. So she went to the new boss, the stranger. She went there. She worked for one week. The first 1 week was hell. She didn't have anybody to complain to. She decided, like me, I want to go back to my country. You know, people, there are Arabs who can't afford to get maids. They can't afford to buy, let me say buy in quotes, because they buy maids. There are some who can't afford to buy maids, so they use their relatives. I think this one used the relative, and because they knew this lady, they decided, like, we can take her, but they were not able to manage her. So they mistreated her the first week, and then she was like, I want to go back home. Then this man decided to take her to his sister's place. She has worked for 8 months at her sister's place. Things were okay. So, and then she even communicated home like, everything is okay now, I have no problem. So for the past few weeks, her phone went offline. Her phone went offline. She's not communicating with anyone. The boss is not responding. This new boss, because she shared the information of the new boss to the family, no response. So people are worried. They don't know where to start from because they don't have an office where they are going to consult. Like, this is the office that took our daughter to Saudi Arabia. Now the family is in darkness because they don't know where to start from. They just reached me out. You know, for me, I say I'm just creating awareness and I can help if your kin is missing, something like that. And they reached me out and they told me, like, Mom, we don't know where to start from. And then I said, like, sometimes anytime I get a case, I just use it to share information to others who might be having same trouble, who might find themselves in the same trouble, and then you don't know how you're going to get out of it. So there's a possibility like your boss can tell you to go back and they don't take you back to their house. That is a lesson I'm learning. They can tell you that you can come, they can give you re-entry visa, not exit, not final exit. So I'm just telling people, I'm just sharing this because I want you to ask for exit visa, final exit visa. And I'm going to share on how it looks like so that people will understand, like, this is how exit visa looks like, so that you will not get trapped. Anytime you go back, you want to go back, it's good to work. If you want to work, nobody's blocking you from working. But the only thing that will allow you to go back and work is the final exit visa, so that once you get back to your country, you consult an office. You go back through an office. Because now this lady, she trusted her boss. Like me, I'm going back to my boss. You know, the office is not responsible. There's no office that is going to be responsible because they don't know when she traveled. What they know is that their client finished the contract and went back home. That is what they know. But if you reach them out, they will tell you, we don't have any information about the lady maybe you're talking about. Because for us, we know we just took her to work for only 2 years. So she trusted the boss and went back. Now the stranger took her. She suffered. They took her to a different house. Now she's missing. Where do we start from now? Where do we start from? Sometimes we share this information at least so that we can make this world a better place for everyone. You are done with the contract. Ask Moranyagaji, hello, how are you? You are done with the contract. Ask for exit visa. Yes, we know you love your boss. These people, they are chameleons. They change. They change, like after every minute they change. Don't trust a stranger. This is a stranger you are working for. You don't know this person. You have worked for them for 2 years. That one is not enough for you to know them. You went to work. You are done with your contract. Go back home. Ask for exit, final exit visa. You go home. And then if you want to go back, use the right channel to go back, because this lady getting her is going to be a bit difficult. It's going to be a bit difficult because we don't know the new boss, because now she's working in the third house. Now she has gone missing. No communication. There's no profile picture in her DP on WhatsApp. When you try to text her, it's like the number is no longer working. So I'm just trying to tell people, if you are done with the contract, usihurumie huu boss. Like, oh, boss wangu ni mzuri. You are saving a lot for this person. You are saving a lot for the person who is going to sell your life forever. Why do you save for strangers? They don't care. Hawakuongezi mshahara because they spend a lot in getting a maid. 500,000 Kenyan money, that is $500,000. So you go back, you use your shortcut, wanakuona kama akili yako ifanyi kazi. So wanajua we ujipendi. If you go back to the same house, ujipendi because unataka usevie the wrong person. Mtu mwenye, unajua mtu sio vibaya kurudi kwa nyumba, but Have you followed the right channel? Yes, your boss anakupenda. Ambia boss wako akununue kutoka kwa ofisi tena. Kwa nini unaogopa kumwambia utapoteza kazi? Nani alikuambia utakosa kazi ukipewa final exit? Because this is more important. People should understand like hii story ya kurudi kwa the same house unasavia boss, na hata hiyo pesa unamsavia hawezi kukulipa. Ni wewe utaumia. Wewe ni mtu wa maana. Wewe ni mtu wa value. Sema tu mimi ni mtu wa value. Mtu mwenye anakununua $500,000 atashindwa kukununua aje $500,000 na umeshakuwa expert kwa kazi. Let's be realistic. So kama uko Gulf, tafadhali my sisters, you are done with the contract. Boss wako anakupenda. Kama anakupenda atakununua. Ukiona akikataa kukununua inamaanisha akupendi, anakupima akili yako, anakupima bangi. So anakupima bangi kama utarudi, uko na akili kweli. Tufunguke macho tujue tu au watu wanatutumia vibaya. Go back to your country, you follow the right channel of going back to the same house. I'm giving this for free. I'm sharing this information for free so that isaidie that person, that innocent person somewhere. Somebody mwenye akona akili anasema tu mimi niko na plani yangu ya kutimiza ndoto. Nitarudi tu kwa hii nyumba hii. You can work in a different house. You are not born to die in the same house. You can work as an ex. You can work as an ex-Gulf. Salary is not the same. Hii pesa utaongezwa hapa 100, ndio utaongezwa maybe kwingine 200, 300. Ni akili mtu wangu. We need to be careful when we are making decisions because choices, they have consequences. Now, I saw this, the way this family is worried, wako stressed up because they don't know where to start from. And when through the stories we've been hearing about Saudi Arabia, these Gulf countries, ni kitu inaweza kukupatia pressure hata utaweza kukula. Ni kitu inaweza kukupatia pressure kama mzazi. If you value your parents, if you value your family, use the right channel to get back to the house you are working. Sasa unaona huyo madam alifika pale vile alimpigia simu akamwambia hapana, mimi sina pesa ya kukulipa tena. Enda na huyo. Yaani unarushwa tu. So ataenda wapi? Anaenda kuripoti wapi? She has no office. She trusted the wrong person. And now she is missing. Sio kitu ya kufurahia. Hii ni kitu ya kuumiza. So we need to be there for one another, guys. If you feel like this video, it can help someone else. Somebody mwenye anaweza taka kurudi the same house. Somebody who will trust the boss for wrong reasons. Give it a like. Share it out. Let's create awareness and make this world a better place for everyone. Nobody deserves to suffer. Kila mtu ni wa maana and we need to work. We need to survive in a conducive environment. Thank you so much. See you in the next show.